So welcome everybody. This is the ISC Double Elimination Tournament, or as I've called it, the ISC Online Tournament Thingy-mabob, because I basically threw together a layout. So we're starting round 3 because I've missed the first 2 rounds because I ate food. Typical, right? And because I have no idea what exactly is going on right now. I believe round 2 is just finishing up. So we will start to see some players eliminated from the event. Because as the wording goes, a double elimination is when you get eliminated twice. Or basically, if you lose twice, you're out. As opposed to single elimination, which is usually used in bracket formats. So this is just an event that Craig Beavers, or the EvilBudgie, has put together. It really tries to really encourage all kinds of different players from all walks of life, all countries, to play together in a kind of online tournament to really have some fun, basically. I mean, what else can you call it? Some serious fun. So let's have a look at how rounds went for the first round. So we have 17 players in the event. We've got loads of people from loads of different countries. I see England, India, Kenya, GBR, Great Britain, or Gibraltar. Which one's that? Northern Ireland, Scotland, Nigeria, Hungary. Ooh, Hungary. I'm hungry. And I've just eaten. USA. And basically lots of English people, because it's run at a time that does really benefit those of you that are English. And there's also a tournament going on somewhere in America right now. So, who knows. But, yes, because of the double elimination format, all those players that lost their first round game are in danger of being eliminated. So we have 7 players that are in danger of being eliminated in the second round. And I'm trying to tap everything on my tablet and it's not working. We'll see how it goes. No. Oh, I can't do this. And yes, I'm not showing a screen because I don't really have much set up. I should really have something set up. I'm a bit bad at this. Let me do some fancy pants doodah stuff. Let's remove that and hit some buttons. I have no idea what I'm doing. No, that's not right. Oh, that one. It's a good idea. Let's change that one over. Oh no, now I have to type it out manually. I can't function. So of course round 3 can only start once we know who's been eliminated, because some of those players who may have who lost their first round game may have somehow won their second game and success. They're still in the event and they still have every chance of winning. Oh dear. I didn't mean to click that one, did I? Nope, that's really going to ruin everything. Good job you guys can't see this, because that is actually really funny. No, I know that's that. Well, I want the full link. Oh, stupid thing. Just listen to me scream at something. Let's go back. Okay, now I can read it and be less of an idiot. Less of an idiot than I already am. I have never typed an HTML link like this before, and I am severely regretting it. Regretting it more than I already am. Oh look, some stuff happened. Okay, let's get off of studio mode and actually show people something. Look, I made something happen. So this is the enhanced scoreboard. Unfortunately, there is no way for me to show you everything else. I can't show you all 17, unfortunately. That is just how ISE doesn't work. We are still waiting on the results of 2 games to go in, but unfortunately there have already been 2 eliminations. Commiserations to Ferenc and Philo Pig. These 2 have already been eliminated, but everyone else is safe. Hooray, everyone else! Okay, I have no idea what buttons I've just hit. I've got like so many devices around me. No, I didn't want to call anyone. I'm so bad at this. Somebody save me. So what else was I gonna say? So I don't know everybody's abilities in this event. I obviously know all the British players and their rough abilities. And I can't say much from the players from other countries, unfortunately. So if anyone wants to private tell me anything about these players that's interesting, like what colour their bedroom wall is, you know, I would be grateful. So it seems like maybe there are someone watching out there somehow. Hi guys. Oh wow, yes. Camille or Amur Ede has gone in quite some fashion. He lost his first game by 1 point. Who was that to? I need to work out. Good job, I've got ISE here. Who needs? Oh, he lost to Stu Harkness or Hightower 9 in the first round by 1 point. A really high loss. 4-7-5, 4-7-6. And then he lost his second game. 5-0-9, 5-2-3. And if there's one thing I'm going to tell all of you guys, scoring lots of points does not win you games. That is why I play defensive, and that's why I play very differently from everyone else. I don't like it when my opponents score points. The more points they score, the harder it is for you to score more points to win. So let us actually have a look at these games. Let's see what went on. Because we are on ISE, we can backtrack a little bit. Hello, I've got my setup up while we're waiting on round 3. So this is the game. Hightower. So I'm not gonna have the side up because I'm a helper. I don't want you guys to see all the crazy questions that come up alongside. And let's put it this way, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. So it looks like Camille's took the early lead. He's the player with the blue tiles, and Hightower is the player with the red tiles. And there were 4 consecutive bonuses in this first game. We've got Slipware, then Broiling, then Regionios, then Roomiest, which is up here somewhere. And then Locative, so let's go back. Yeah, none of these Vertis, exclamation mark Verti. This is a 5-point penalty tournament, 15 minutes per side. So 5-point penalty is international standard. 5-point penalty per move, I think ISC does. Because you don't have a choice of what you challenge, so you basically challenge everything, even the stuff that you would never challenge. But yeah, 15 minutes because you don't have to write anything down or do tile tracking or miscalculate your own scores, because you know, all of that happens in real life. So yeah, roomiest. I don't know anything better. Toilsome. Oh, rub salt in the wounds. These poor people. I'm destroying their very hopes of life. If only there was a associative. Oh my god, associative across here. That, like, not just locative, associative. Wow. I should really be checking everything, but wow. Let's go next. Ooh. Zeroed iodizers. Yeah, I guess zeroed comes out better than iodizers for so many reasons. I'm not even looking at the scores. Like, Camille was slightly ahead. Yeah, I mean, oh, this is giving me pain. It's so close. I don't even want to look. Oh, he phonied. Where was that? Did I miss it? Okay. Oh, I did miss it. Pick J7. Oh, pon. You can't have pon. Damn it, 3-letter words. Okay, so next round pairings are up. So let's go and look at the game of fellow ISC helper and general nice guy, I guess. How else do I describe it? And the guy who's leading this event right now. Not that spread probably really matters. But I think we're still waiting on some games to happen. Maybe. No, we're not. We're not. It's all refreshed. Because so we are going to observe this game between Knight 2014 and Andrew 001. And no, he is not a special agent. He's just a guy from up north. So the leader of the tournament is Andrew 001. And we start off with Knight, who is Dipankar Chatterjee. And he's got a very nice opening rack. It's got the J on, which is always nice to see if you want to score. But he doesn't have anything that really maximizes the double letter square with the J. So unfortunately, he's resorted to playing shorter, which is probably all he could really do with that rack. There's not really much else to say. You either keep the J or you don't. So Andrew's turn. He's got 1 pointers, not immediately seeing a bonus, but he plumps for lone, which does provide an A front hook, which he is holding on to. Now, these games are going to be really fast. I'm going to be talking out of my mouth and my bottom the whole time because I can't talk very well. And these people are playing too fast because it is 15 minutes. And oh my god, I wish I didn't observe this game now. So Andrew's picked up the Q. No U. It's possible here he might change to keep TAINE. The board isn't very friendly. He wouldn't want to start keeping the Q because that's really going to interfere with his bonus potential. And the 5 letters that I mentioned are really good to keep. and he goes for tone. He's going for points. He's playing really fast, and I am regretting my decision really badly. This rack. Immediately, I'm playing parallel to tone. It's really the only scoring spot on the board that can afford itself tonight. He doesn't have an A. He doesn't have an S. The whole rest of the board is completely closed off to anything. So he's really looking to play something like Hing. Even though it opens a triple. Hang on, typing stuff. Oh my god, I've missed plays. Not much has happened. But, I can't type and talk, unfortunately. But Andrew has picked up the most useful letter to go with the Q. And it is the U. So, where can he put it? He can't, unfortunately, obviously hit the double word square with the A. Down column 5. You can see column 5, right? Please tell me I have this window open. I don't remember. Oh, look, pig. Oink, oink, oink. So, I'm looking at this rack. It's horrible. It's got a load of 1-pointers on it, and I don't remember what dictionary I'm set to on ISE. Please let it be the right one. I just typed in unairing. You can have unaired, but you can't have unairing. Who thought that up? Finally, that hook for alone is gone. Goodbye, hook. And immediately I see that the Q could be maximized on the L1 square. With something like quaint. I'm not seeing a bonus, but since Quaint scores 50 points and keeps the blank, it's definitely worth using unless we can see something else that hits a higher powered square. Let me type this in for you because that's the point of having ISC, right? Quaint for 50, and then there's also quatting. Imagine if this went down. Oh my god. Why would you do that? It's 19 more points and the S hook. There are 4 S's and a blank unseen. This is going to end really bad. Oh no, it ended well. It ended well. Relief shall pour over the face and body of Andrew now that the S hook is no more. Even though he drew the S, so he would have played something fine there for like 60 points anyway. And yeah, Craig is watching this game with me. He says quatting is a new one. I think it became a verb as well. I can't look it up, obviously. There's no dictionary function on ISC. Yeah, swatty is a word. Thank goodness, I'm not going mad. Someone tell me I'm not going mad. Okay, so Andrew plays Suede, which is another option that goes beside down the column there. What is it? 15. That's basically, he's maximizing his score now. He's keeping that 50-point cushion, and it's what he wants to do to keep this lead before I run out of breath. Okay, so Knight has the second blank. He's also got the X. And I'm being told the definition of to quat means to beat or squash, apparently. Definitely, I want to quat all my opponents. I want to quat them all until they are dust. Oxy seems like a really low move here. I don't remember the rack very well. Was there an L on it? Please tell me there was an L on it for like Ulex. Yeah, I think Ulex was possible off of N. Oxy seems like a really weak move in comparison. And Andrew's just scoring points now. He's got high scoring consonants, and he has he's basically using them how they're meant to be used, which is to score a big amount of points. I almost swore there. That was awkward. So now this rack, it's got F, U, and M, and they are not the best tiles to have in a bonus. Least of all together. So I'm looking at this board, and like, unless you've got a C front hook for crib, or you could play through the R, which I mean, axe, ugh. No. You need to get rid of 2 of F, U, and M, and you need to make an opening. If you need to catch up, you need to make sure that you can use that blank how you want to use it, and axe just doesn't do anything. And yes, the obs dump here is obvs, OBVS, and if you don't know that, it just means obviously, because obs, it's a word. And now the 9 timer is open, but if the last turn was played slightly differently, as in the axe play, maybe Knight would have a better rack here than he does. I mean, mournful doesn't fit, does it? Is mournful a word? Am I making up words now? It's been so long since I've played. Am I full of mourn? Unfortunately, it doesn't fit through the O or the R. So who let that be a thing? Now, Knight just plays full. That does open out the top half of the board, and Andrew has drawn 3 S's. He's drawn the rest of the letters, and he's lined up essays B. Now, I hate essays, and I don't think they go very well on this board, but the first thing I would do if I was him is kill off that 9 timer. It looks like your opponent is fishing. They only played 2 tiles last time. He only played 3 tiles this time, not for very many points, and he's leaving openings. He's leaving coven open. And why would you use your C there? There's the crib hook. Use the crib hook. I'm just going to literally, like, go crazy. K's. Yes, finally it's blocked. And this looks like a much better rack. Oh, and Craig points out the last rack had abysses on it. Well, that was a bit... What, not under full? It went under full. It went under full, didn't it? Oh no, pseudomens. That sounds like a cream for something. I think it sounds like a cream for something. Abysses did fit under full. I'm not mad after all. And he's helping me. Thank goodness. Yes, I hope pseudomens are cream for something. I think these two are playing really fast. They've basically played in like 8 minutes. Baps, making me hungry. Oh look, cinters and inserts. But where would it go? Like the board's been destroyed by everything. And like there are no floating vowels. Like I wouldn't be surprised if Andrew just dumps an S here. Where would he dump an S? Covens, jaws. Estrins and Strines. Yes, I forgot about those 2. Strines is the new one. I knew there were others. I don't study my STEM words anymore, or at all, basically. I need to revisit them. But yes, Estrins without the O in front, and Strines, the one that was new to CSW 15, yes. And Strines will fit along row B. So Andrew may actually use up some of his time to make sure he plays this here. Strines is Australian like English. Is this where I say struth and then try to not offend anybody Australian? So that's 66 points. Andrew takes a very commanding lead that looks like it wins this game, because look at the pool and look at that rack. And I'm like, none of it can look any good. So yeah, this game is going to play out like is it's just going to play out. There's no way for Knight to win here unless something absolutely crazy happens. Like Andrew plays like a phony word. How many points is this? 10, 16, 32. Yeah. And he didn't do something crazy. I'm shocked. I'm really shocked. Why didn't he do something completely crazy? But, yes, that will win the game, and we will jump over to watch other games. Which means that any of you that are watching could be my next victims. Right, I wish I had everyone buddied for this. I could see who was still playing. Okay, let's look at the players. The player in second. The player who's not in second. Okay. Because we could do this. This is how ISC works. We could just jump between games. Oh look, cake. Now I'm hungry again. Why is it everybody's making me hungry tonight? Oh look, it's odds again. So, what's happened here? We've got Volucris with a 330 point score. I was gonna say lead there. That would have been awkward. You can tell it's not, right? It's a 85 point lead. And if I get up the list, I'm sorry you can't see this. Oh wow. So Oh Look Cake has just played Regalism. So Oh Look Cake is the one in second place right now. 2 wins plus 309. 24 points behind Andrew 001. He is from India. And what else am I gonna say? I have no idea what else I'm meant to say. I think Obs would fit quite nicely beside Frank, because you can have like Francophone. I don't know that I really like a change there. Like, I know you're holding on to the last S's, but Franco is such a. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the time pressure, but or maybe the overlook of Obs. Maybe I'll just go back. Remind me to go back and like check this, because I could do that because of the magic of ISC. No, I shouldn't be doing this. I'm on camera. Look, it's that. I'm not used to being on camera. I'm making funny expressions when people can look. So, Volucris's rack. I don't think it's much better than what it was before. It's just got like another vowel. So. And I always try to say that when you change, I always try to get people to think, okay, what's your best alternative to changing? But under this kind of 15-minute time pressure, it's probably a lot harder to get your head straight, especially knowing that I'm here watching you. I am like the personification of anatidophobia, the fictional fear that somewhere, somehow, a duck is watching you. And there is a duck watching me. It's over there, and there's a couple more over there, and there's probably one over there watching me as well. They are everywhere. If you've got that phobia, do not come anywhere near me. Or be my Scrabble opponent, because I will find a way to make you fear. But I'm immediately looking at plays beside Qubit. There aren't many plays on this board. Like, not very many obvious hotspots. Like, it's all bad. So probably something like Hoi for 33 points. You are holding on to the last S. Even though the board isn't S friendly, you do want to hold on to it. What Hoi does, it scores 33. It puts you back to being 100 points ahead, which is a good enough buffer for this point in the game. And what else do you want at this point of the game? More score? Bonus, maybe? Maybe. Potentially. We could have a look at some of the other results while we wait for Volucris to decide what she's going to do. We can see another couple of players have been eliminated. Oh my god, so many eliminations. So it's 2 losses and you're out. So, goodbye to... Hang on. Why are there only 16 people in here? I'm not going to question this. So goodbye to TinyMo1, representing the helpers out there. Powerlized and Addy2000. Please tell me that is a robot, because that would be such a great robot. My name is Addy2000. I am programmed to win at Scrabble. Tushy. Okay. Maybe. I guess it just blocks like some of the last bonus lanes, but I almost preferred Hoy, because you could keep the S and score more points. I'm not going to question her. She's a very, very good American player. Probably thinks a lot more about the plays than I do. And these racks are not getting much better. The plays are getting quicker, and I am still regretting that I can't work out what's going on. And I think at this point, Oluk Cake needs to go for some kind of bonus, and Volucrus is doing a very good job of killing off a lot of the floaters. The only one left is that S of Ondatras. And, I mean, Hoy would have blocked that S, which I think was the most riskiest place to play the bonus. Oh, and that R of Ondatra, I guess, is also risky. But, I mean, there's only 6 tiles left in the bag, and you can only really play a couple and hope that you draw good letters. You almost are guaranteed to draw an O, so you have to get rid of 3 vowels here, because the bag has 7 vowels and 6 consonants. That sounds right. But the bag is O heavy, not just vowel heavy or consonant heavy, it's O heavy. There are so many O's. Oh no. So ID, it does what you want it to do. Unfortunately, you know, you couldn't get rid of that U. I'm seeing bondage in the pool, and I don't think that's appropriate. And all Gwyn needs to do here is, ideally, she should play 2 tiles, and that protects against Oluk Cake, or Ishan, as his name is. I'm not mentioning people's names, only if I know them. Unfortunately, I don't know everyone. Sorry. But it protects against him bonusing out. So, she's going to try and work out in these 2 minutes what he could have that will play, where it will play, and what she needs to do to stop it playing. That sounds like everything you should be doing, but you don't know what you're doing. And the reason she only wants to play 2 tiles is because of it. I think I've said it leaves 1 in the pool and it stops everything. I'm so confused right now. Let's see who else is eliminated. Nobody else is eliminated. But Volucrus has lost a game in this. She lost her first game to somebody. I could check. She lost to Edamame, which is Ed Rossiter. So she is obviously teetering on the brink of elimination because she has that 1 loss. But she is in such a commanding position here that she will have 2 wins and 1 loss, which is all that's important. No more than 1 loss, please. And I'm looking at Oluk Cake's rack, and I don't see a bonus, and oh my god, the enhanced scoreboard just moved, and I remembered how much I loved it. So we do have, we will have 2 unbeaten players. after the end of round 3. They are the first person we watched this round, Andrew 001, and the player I just mentioned, Edamame, or Ed Rossiter, who just beat Hightower 9, Stu Harkness, by 102 points. We know that Oh Look Cake is going to more than likely lose this round. This is the last game of the round. So, we're just waiting for some miracle to happen. Otherwise, there will only be 2 unbeaten players. 8 will be on 2 wins and 1 loss, and everyone else will be eliminated. Eliminated by that Scrabble playing robot. Reminds me of that Doctor Who episode where that android basically disintegrated everybody. That was a scary episode. I hate Daleks. So, Oh Look Cake here will be trying to work out which one tile he can play that opens the board out and still leaves a bonus. And I don't know which tile does that, if any, because there's a lot of high value consonants on this route, the H, the G, the D. Maybe something head. Head. Can you be a gunhead? Please tell me Americans are gunheads. That would be so fun. You can't be a gunhead. I almost feel disappointed in the dictionary. But you can have... I'm not going to say this word just in case someone's watching, but you can have something that rhymes with gunhead. Bunhead. Oh no. How could you have the B? I wanted to see a bunhead. Oh, that would have been awesome. I wonder what a bunhead is. Someone with a cream cake for a head? I would eat that person for breakfast. But yeah, I think that tile draw. Woo! That's what I'd say after I win a game that saves me from elimination. Woohoo! Yeah, I think Volocris has more than likely correctly deduced here that there is no playable bonus from this rack, and she doesn't need to worry. Her tournament life is saved, and she will live to fight in the next round, which I think is round 4. Yes. Andrew is telling me he needs hag. He need hag. What kind of old cronies do you hang out with? To unhead. That's what I'd do if someone was a bunhead. I would unhead them. Which is interesting. Unhead takes a B front hook. Who knew that? And Volocris goes out with a diabol, which sounds diabolical. That was awful. Please forgive me. And we can see that Volocris wins the game by 85 points. And that's gone in the system very, very quickly. So goodbye. And commiserations to all those unfortunate players that are eliminated with 2 losses. All those 6 players, and our numbers are even. We are down to 10. We've got Andrew 001, Edamame, Duck down. I'm secretly rooting for the duck. Let's go to standings because it is live. Colin, Knight to the... Oh my god, it's moving. You've ruined my order, people. I was going to read this lovelily, and it's gone miserable. Where was I? Knights 2014, Toast, Aphasiac, and Hightower. All you guys are through to round 4. Where pairings will be up eventually, and somebody will more than likely get eliminated the next round because everybody on 2 and 1 can't win their game next round. Thank goodness I don't have my main console open, because you would literally see like every single private message and greeting. And then it wouldn't be private, would it? So we're going to wait on the next rounds and something will happen. Oh yes, I was going to examine this game until next round comes up. Let's jump back. What did I want to see? I wanted to see this one, I think. So, I mean, Examiner isn't the best, but OVS does come out quite highly here. So what was changed? I don't think it was 7. Was it 7? It can't have been 7. No. Examiner's going silly buggers. What was it? Changed 3. She changed 3. Okay. So DVB. Yeah, change DVB. So she changed DVB, and oh, don't do that to me, Examiner, you nasty thing. Have to scroll up. So Examiner likes Bod at 13M. I don't like Bod. Followed by OVS at 15J, which leaves DDT, which is bad for the birds. Then Visto, then Dom. I mean, I can see why changing is good. That is the last S after all, so you would more than likely want to keep it. I'm not sure, but I'm not a good analyst. Oh look, the next rounds are up. Let's go for the all English matchup this time. Where's everyone gone? No, ISC, I don't want to look at that game. Please leave me alone. Oh no, I forgot to switch it over. Oops. Let's go back. I forgot to switch it over. But yes, BVD here. These 3 here were changed, and yes, very. Thank goodness I remembered to switch it back. That would have been awkward. So we're gonna watch Ed Rossiter and Andrew Goodwin, aka Ed Amami and Andrew 001, because they are 1 and 2. So somebody's gonna lose. It's gonna be one of these guys. We're not gonna see anyone be eliminated because that's just cruel. So opening rack. I'm thinking Zori is gonna come out here. There isn't much else as an option. Zori does take the L and the S, but WIR isn't the best leave, but other than changing, or, you know, Riz doesn't have a good leave, Wiz doesn't have a good leave either, so Zori kind of gives the best leave, but, Okay, now I'm looking at this, and I'm regretting looking at this, and I'm trying to look around that R and something else. Is there a 7 here? Oh, there we go, Intarsia. If you're in a very small mammal. It's not what it means, honest. But I see immediately this rack whirs with whirring. Make some noise. Oh, look, there we go. I was just about to type that on the board and it got ruined. I'm so sad. Okay. So that's 84 points. So Edamame takes a small yet bonus friendly lead. I mean, what do I mean? This rack, I don't like it. It looks so close to so many things and I can't work out what it actually does make. I can't think what it actually does make. I'm looking at the T and I'm looking at the R and the N and literally everything, and I'm gonna give up in a minute. I really am gonna give up in a minute. I'm tempted to say play something onto the H of whirring. Yeah, pontages. Would you believe it? I did see pontages and all that. I'm making words up because it. But yeah, I mean, I did see it. I just, because I haven't played competitive Scrabble in like forever I'm going to say that I missed it because I'm out of practice and rusty, and that doesn't quite work, does it? It's not a good reason. But yes, the board is very nicely in the shape of something. There are no two-letter words. I love it when the board doesn't have two-letter words. What does it mean? I have no idea. But I'm now looking at this board and wondering how it's going to evolve from here, because there are some board shapes where you really do start to wonder what's going to happen later on in the game. So I'm looking for ways to maximize this J here, and there aren't many ways. Ideally, you want a 5-letter word begin with a J, and that doesn't exist. At least not from what I can tell. I can see judo. Unfortunately, you're keeping VMG. That's yuck. Jived. Yeah, it's probably the best play in terms of rack balancing. The nicest one. It splits up the V and the U and gets rid of the J. So gives you the best potential scoring potential. I'm gonna see how many times I can say potential now. For the immediate moves. And EvilBudgie suggesting Rodney, just because. I'm not going to make a dirty joke about getting your Rodney on the board. And yes, it doesn't get played. Thank goodness I don't have to blank out the board. I may have to make this stream archive not PG. I hope I haven't identified this as PG. Or rated U. I might have to rate it 12+. Who knew Scrabble could be so bad for you? So now that Edamame has gotten rid of his J and V and U combo, he's now got the MUWG combo, which is just as yucky. And you're still trying to find ways to get rid of it, and yes, definitely no Uzo. No Uzo on this board. Even though it fits, no Uzo. We're not getting drunk tonight. At least I'm not. Maybe the winner of this tournament might be. The board's not particularly nice, but NA does take an M in front, so I'm looking beside Onia here. Mew might be nice. Always gotta love me some mythical Pokemons. Woo can play twice here. Yes, it can. Woo woo. Sound like a train. Woo woo. Probably not the most useful play for Edamame to do. He does want to keep the board open because he is slightly behind. So he wants to keep the scoring potential alive. And what I do like about... Okay, get back. 1. You can't say that yet. Maybe when you win the game, but not now. Look at these people predicting the future. You should leave that up to whatever Pokemon uses Future Sight. Or a Psychic. So Andrew's got the nicest rack. He'll be looking for something through anything. Okay, he's blocking and setting up something, probably. Who knows? The good thing about MY is it doesn't take anything in front. So that's not a 40-point hotspot he's just opened. Hint, hint, 8-year-old me. Amy is not a word. But, yes, Edamame is so close to Gurami. Not that it goes. And he's close to Geronimo as well. No L's yet for Zorel. I expect that whoever gets the first L will use that spot pretty soon. And I am also waiting for the next chemical element to come out to be named Rogerium. After somebody called Roger. You know, because they have Californium and Americum and Einsteinium. Why not have Rogerium? Just so that Ed can play a bonus here. Yes. How perfect. I would describe this rack as such. Now, I'm expecting Andrew to immediately plonk down a bonus and me not even have time to tell you it is ruinated. Oh wow, he didn't play it that quick. I'm so shocked. I'm shocked. He's also got Sinuated here. I'm expecting him to see something, but yeah, quicker. I mean, the thing is about Ruinated, it does set up a spot for the queue. And Ed would be able to immediately come back into the game if he had the queue, and he doesn't. I mean, he did just get rid of the U, so that makes you even more sure that he has the queue, because, you know, Scrabble, it just happens like that. So now Ed is 84 points behind. His move of 1 may lose. And he's looking for an E at this point. He's looking for some kind of E to make something happen. Yeah, the U does make it unlikely they have the Q, but you haven't played me. Like, every time I play the U, here comes the Q. Okay, so he's only played 2 tiles here, and he's really banking on that E of being kept open. We've got a suggestion of Oik and Kelp here. It kills off the QI as well. Yeah, definitely. It's what you really want to do on this kind of board. I always find that some of the good plays, the good blocking plays or defensive plays, are the ones that don't directly block places. They indirectly block places, because you kind of get more points when you indirectly block stuff. And Andrew does seek help. Oh my god, I made that joke earlier. I mean, a couple of days ago, I posted on Facebook. Seek help is the new 4 candles. Think about that one. Do you seek help or do you seek help? Who knows? Edamame is trying to close that lead. He's just matched Andrew with another 40-point score with Vidame, I don't know. This rack is looking very echoey for Andrew. I don't know what it echoes, but it echoes something. I just like the word echoey because it's spelled really sillily. Like the word sillily. Very silly. Andrew does have the choice here of blocking the last floater of because he is a bonus ahead. Vidam does block the right hand side of the board now. The triple lane and 15 can't be accessed. The T, E and D are no longer floating. The S of Pontages is blocked. And pretty much the only bonus potential left is either something ending in O or A, or through those letters. You like Bay. Lots of people like Bays. But yes, Bay beside Vidam, B-E-Y. Let me put that here. So it leaves Echo. The C and the H go really well together. You do have one of the last 3 O's to play alongside it, so it is a setup in a way. And you've always got to think, what am I leaving, what am I not leaving? And I expect fattener or refatten. Please tell me one of those is valid. There we go. Oh, you can't refatten anything. I don't think those 2 made it out of Granny's cottage without being re-slimmed, maybe. Oh, here's the Q. Now, this is where the game has suddenly turned on its head. Yeah, Cox for plenty. Oh, yes, XED. So it's not as bad as it immediately looked. So keeping the O was useful. Whether Andrew will remember XED, because it is a new one. It is a really silly word, because you can't have just X on its own, or XING. At least I don't remember that you can. You can't, thank goodness. Oh, and he's missed it. And he's played the O. Why would you play the O? You need that O. That's a big mistake. Could it cost him the game? Could it mean that 1 actually preempted something? Because now Ed will play. He'll probably play something like Fob. He does need the points. Fattener does start to open out the left-hand side of the board. Fob scores 33, so he's within 35. The Q and the U are still to come. He does have a U, so maybe he'll pick up the Q. Oh no, he won't, because Andrew has it. maybe Andrew will chuck it, and then that will mean that Ed can catch up because Andrew's had to waste a turn chucking the cue. But Cox is a big miss here because of this score potential of this space, and with the bag getting fewer and fewer with tiles, every turn becomes like a greater potential to have that O. So now Andrew will be looking at this and like probably saying something like, I'm not gonna swear on the stream, or even come remotely close, but yeah, he's caught up. Ed's caught up, and because Andrew's holding the cue, it's almost as if they're really level because the board isn't cue friendly, and Andrew's now relying on drawing a U or an I to make any use of this board, and it's just getting tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. And beside from changing on this board, I'm not really seeing much other opportunity. Felch, yeah, 26 points. I'm not gonna object to that. Right, now this is a really good rack for Ed. Even though he's a bonus behind, he has really nice letters. Except for that U. And he will probably get worried that the Q is still in the bag. Andrew hasn't played like he's had the Q, but he has just played 4 tiles from his last rack, so it's a higher possibility that he will have drawn the Q. But Ed really does need to bonus hit. There are 7 in the bag, so whatever move he does here, if Andrew does have the Q, he's not able to change it. And that's also a very good consideration to have, because the number of tiles you leave in the bag, if you leave enough for your opponent to change, this is where they could get rid of the Q. But it's not possible because Ed doesn't have the Q. So he plays Goo. 2 tiles is fine. It does create a second opening if he draws an A or one of the O's and somehow like gets Elation or something. I expect QIS and Say here. It leaves 2 in the bag, gets rid of the Q. You don't get stuck with it if your opponent bonuses. It scores 35 points. Let me actually demonstrate what this means. 35 points here. So you go 43, 38, 81 points ahead. There's no place on the board that will give you an 80, how many I said, point bonus. And you'll still have a turn to get rid of your clunky consonants, and I think QIS should win the game here. Just play it, please, so I don't have to regret thinking. I'm already regretting thinking. I thought, okay, he played it. Thank goodness, I thought nothing has changed. And I expect Ed to just play Etesian here, and nothing much else will happen. Because Etesian is the only bonus here. There's only one place to put it. I bet he was hoping that lane would stay open because it scored slightly more points over there. And I think Andrew will do something like Dacoit, unless there's a bonus. I think Dacoit with the C, because you could have it with the K as well. I'm checking everything because I'm unsure of myself. So yeah, Dacoit. 35 points. At this point, Scott, please tell me he didn't hear me. So if you heard me, I have to find some way to make you unhear me. But no, these players are very good. They probably know a lot of the words that I do. And more. So yeah, Andrew wins that game and becomes the only unbeaten player in the tournament. So let's go find someone else to watch. Let's watch the player in third right now. Duck Down. So Duck Down is playing Colin. And okay. So we've got 10 tiles left in the bag. Colin is behind by 118 points. And he's got a very, very, very nice rack. And unfortunately, there's not much to do with a rack like that on this board because it's very tight. So ideally, Colin is looking for something that plays parallel to Bowie. So let's try and make something fit. I can't make something fit. It doesn't fit. Oh, Naiades doesn't fit. Oh. So this, if anyone's wondering, this is how I kind of work out how to do parallels. I try and make the letters have some kind of order, and then try and make a word with the letters in that order, rather than rather than trying to make the word fit the board, I make kind of the board fit the word. I go the other way around. So it almost becomes easier to find parallels because you're not so focused on looking for any bonus. You're looking for a bonus with letters in a specific order, and it becomes easier to see. Does that make sense? Please tell me it makes sense. So Dark Down is just going to play something like Vane for 33. There is only one space for the Q on the board, so I maybe would consider doing Vin, because it leaves one in the bag. Your opponent just has played a bonus though, so they more than likely have the Q. So what would we do? I would probably still play Vane, because it still gives the option to play QI next turn. You can't block all the spots for the Q this turn. There's here and here, and here, of course, across. So I do like Vane, even though the leave is really terrible. Just score points, just in case your opponent somehow like picks up only 8s. Like, you don't want them playing only 8s and then catching you with the Q. That would be a bit awkward. Because I think like stuff like only 8s, belates, bonuses still fit, and that's why you have to take this lane over here. And Vane, because it plays perpendicular to Naiades, really the only stuff left to play are 9s through the or maybe down here, like some crazy 9. I'm very good at my crazy 9s, because I make them all up. But I do like Vane. Obviously, something might still come down column 13. I don't know what it could be. Maybe something. But make your opponent think about that. Because this is only a 15-minute game. They don't have forever to think about it. So he plays Vin. Vin probably over Vane. Because I think, like I said, it was about leaving one tile in the bag. Bootles. So bonus did go down. Colin didn't have the Q. You can't have Bootles anyway. What am I thinking of? Tiny Boots. We should name all Tiny Boots Bootles. That would be fun. So Colin knows that his opponent is going to have to spend a turn playing that Q. Now, I do like... He knows he might also pick up the Q as well, so he needs to really consider here. Do I play something like Boet for 40? Force my opponent to play their Q here next to Fui, or if they've got the blank here, which loses the game anyway. So, I mean, he can lose the game, or he can lose by more. So Boet scores 40, so you've still got these Q spots here, and they're just... It's just, if you draw the Q, you lose, and if your opponent has like QA or Q blank, which they are more than likely going to have, because it's impossible for them to not have either of those, because there's only one tile in the bag. So they're going to be able to play either QUA for 32 or QI and Tippy for 30, and that's just too many points, and you lose. So Colin is basically weeding out his elimination. And yeah, I forgot about that. There is one tile left in the bag. So making an opening like what EvilBudgie suggests with Deeb and Ian, to maybe draw that blank or something else that I'm missing, to play the bonus and potentially catch your opponent with the Q and win. Or that, I mean, that does create the A front hook, and he does actually have a playable bonus now. So I still don't think he can win because of QI and IN here. That's 42 points. And C-Boot gets 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, 22, 23, 24, 25, 29, 82. So yeah, I don't think it's still enough. So 82's 408. Yeah, there's just not enough. QI will win the game just because it scores an insane amount of points, more than anything else. I mean, it is quite fun that he hit his bonus. And you're almost hoping at this point that your opponent messes up. I still think this is enough to win. But I'm expecting Seaboot to go down. Which is rather unfortunate. Yeah. So Colin loses the game by 9 points. Quite a comeback. And unfortunately, that means Colin is eliminated from the double elimination tournament. Sad face. Let us watch another elimination game. Nope. So there's only one game left. Oh no, there isn't. All the results are in, I think. Yeah, all the results are in. We're just because everyone's finished now. So let's go watch the scoreboard so you can have a visual break from my face. Where's it gone? There. Okay, no, not every game is finished. Players have just Aphasiac just seems to have a dodgy internet connection. Maybe the internet connection is on Aphasiac or something. So we've still got this one game going on, and it looks like Aphasiac and his dodgy internet connection are going to walk out the room as well. And we also, unfortunately, say goodbye to Night 2014. Your chivalrous actions in Scrabble are commendable. Go forth and something. I'm trying to think and I can't think on the fly. I'm so sorry. And also, toast is toast. I'm sorry, I did not think that through very well. But yes, commiserations to Toast for getting burnt. We haven't said much about Toast this tournament. I like mine with lots of butter. But yes, Toast is Margaret Staunton. So commiserations to her for getting eliminated. And Hightower 9, Stu Harkness has saved his place in the tournament with such a large win. And we are just waiting on this game to happen, and I think Aphasiac has disappeared again. But I'm fairly sure he has met his demise with this game. And we will be down to 6. And our tournament still has one unbeaten player in Andy Goodwin, Andrew 001. Second on the spread is Duck Down, Joe Jones. We haven't had said much about Duck Down yet, but I like ducks, and this guy can go far because ducks. Especially when he looks at you, you might suddenly develop a phobia of ducks. Oh look, Cake is third. Edamame is fourth. Hightower 9, it's 5th. We're waiting on these guys who will leapfrog someone. Peacod. Is that like a vegetable fish? But yes, Aphasiac is fishing. Didn't work. Bonnie Chris has scored points, and she seems to be playing lots of tushies in this event. I see you, Quinn, playing these words that have tush in them. First you play tushy and now you play tushies. I don't know what's wrong with you, but yes. Okay, I wonder where player 9 has gone. They are there somewhere. Oh, wait. Nope. My screen has broken player 9. I am sorry, Colin, but not only have you broken my my webpage, you're also out of the tournament. So I refuse to show you on this screen. Sorry. I'm not sure why my webpage is a bit behind. Please refresh. Okay, next round's up. So we've got 1 versus 2, 3 versus 5, and 4 versus 6. I think that's how it works. Who haven't we watched yet? Have we watched everyone? I think we've actually seen everyone except for Hightower. So let's go watch Hightower. So everyone is 3-1 except for our tournament leader, Andrew 001 right now. Oh, come on. This thing needs to refresh. Please be nice to me, thing. Let's break it and fix it. Did I fix it? There we go, it fixed. So we're down to 6. All of these guys. So yes, we are going to watch Hightower eventually. And of course, our tournament leader, being the only person unbeaten, can still lose a game and still be in the tournament. Everyone else can wave goodbye to their chance of winning free money. So just waiting on everyone else to start doing something. There we go, and let us watch Hightower play the game. Let's switch windows. And Hightower started off with a terrible rack. Wonderful. I don't even think there's a playable word on that. Congratulations. Yep, changing 4. I might have changed 5 there. Changing 4 isn't really what you want to do with a rack full of consonants. It almost suggests that you've like changed 4 consonants and kept 2 vowels, two consonants and a vowel, or 2 vowels and a consonant. And obviously maybe you've changed 4 vowels. But it doesn't suggest that you're keeping 3 consonants. And you don't really want to keep 3 consonants because it's unbalanced. But anyway, Voluchris here plays Tet. I can't analyse that. I'm sorry. I don't even know if I want to. Nice floater. Yes, I did think that. I think there is something through the E in the middle of the board, and I'm trying to work out what it is before I probably get reminded by EvilBudgie what it actually is. I think... No. I'll get this eventually. I might have to type out, like, everything, but I'll get it eventually. No, he doesn't see it, and the board is a big plus sign. That's a big plus. Or a tiny plus. It's actually a tiny plus. Not a big plus. Oh, into war. I'm not into war. I don't like war. So I'm trying to work out what Voluchris could do here. The rack's nice. The board's just not. She does have the C and the A and the D front hooks for Rue. I'm sure Rue has much more than this. Rue does have quite a lot of front hooks. I am probably missing a bonus. Please forgive me. Oh yes, unacted. So yes, as EvilBudgie does suggest, it's picking what spot to put unacted in because you've got so many letters that go in front of Rue, and also you could play Tet. You could also not play it there and play it under Tet, but you might as well do it there. And oh look, Hightower has drawn the blank. That's very, very, very fortunate. Oh blank. I mean, there must be so many doubles here. You've got that double. You've got that double. Please don't make me find one. This isn't going well, is it? I can't think and talk at the same time. I could do a French word. I think I could do a French double. I don't think that helps in English Scrabble. Oh, there we go. There's one. Ordinate. Thank you for saving me from nothing. From myself. So there's not going to be a bonus here, sadly. The V and the U combination does stink. Vug is the obvious word to get rid of that. At C5, but I don't think it will get played. Yeah, vague in the bottom left. It is much better than what I basically saw. I did see vague. I was just wondering if you could be vaguest. Yes, vague there. That is the more defensive play of the two. The other vague, 32 points. So 4 more points. But opening the 9-timer, not that a V is useful in that position. I would probably sacrifice the 4 points to play vague here, because a lot of the English players can't play defensive. And a lot of American players who have played TWL in the past know how to play defensive, because literally every TWL game ends up defensive. Just because of the lack of words. And because English players can't play defensive, you've got a leg up on them if you know how to. So let's see what Hightower does here. I see boom. Maybe he will explode onto the board underneath ordinate. This is the obvious place to play a word. 30 points. Bing bang boom. And it gets played. So now Volucris is looking for something around this B of boom. And yes, I saw Jobby as well. I did wonder if you could have it with the Y or the IE, and it turns out you can have it with both. So that's 51 points for Jobby. And oh no, it's just IE for Jobby. Ooh, someone with a job is a Jobby, I guess. Just IE. So it's one of those words that identifies as a person. I'm sure she'll find it though. Maybe she's contemplating whether Jobby is a Y or IE or both or neither, or one of them and not the other. And it's because it's 51 points, it keeps the S, the G. I mean, you'll get rid of that next turn, right? But 51 points will give you a 40-point lead. It's very nice on this board, especially keeping an S. A Jobby is a lump of poo. Where's my poo emoji when I need it? Does ISC have a poo emoji? Please, ISC, send me your poo emojis. So we're literally just waiting for her to find something. I guess. Maybe. Potentially. I need my online dictionary. Where did I hide that? Oh yeah, I've got a dictionary on this phone that I've finally put on here. No, Jobby is an example of its type. I don't even know what that means, but EvilBudgie is being evil and lying to me. Okay, so she plays Jib. Maybe she wasn't sure of Jobby or Jobbies. It makes sense to not be sure of it, but quite unfortunate that she doesn't see it, because it is the far much better play than Jib. And oh my god, I've just looked up and missed something. No, I don't want ads. Yes, Jobby is feces. Or a generic object or thing, or a job, normally a task rather than the form of employment for which one is paid. See, I was right. And now that I've looked on the board, we've got another new word that's shown up on Hightower's rack. Ixnay. These Scottish love their words, don't they? Like, my dad found like an old comic of DuckTales, I think it was, and on the front cover, one of the characters said Ixnay. I can't believe it took them that long to put the word Ixnay in the dictionary. And let's see, where does it fit? Does it fit anywhere? I mean, you would play Boxy, wouldn't not bone it? Boxy. 48 points, yeah. The lever's really nice as well. What else could we do? There's Yank for 42, but you'd do Boxy. I mean, ideally you would get rid of the X because higher point tiles. He plays KO. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. But oh well, that is your choice. So, Prof, yes, keep your vowel and play words. And now Hightower only has one vowel, and he has that X. And this is why you don't play words like KO, and you play words like Boxy instead, because your racks look like this once you do them. That's a shame the O of Boom isn't still open, because Clown would be the right play here. But it's not. And it kind of, now he's stuck, like, he could play Clown through the O of Overgoes, yeah, or win above the final E of Overgoes. It's the only thing with points, but because you don't have that second vowel, the flexibility of your rack is just absolute. It's what is it? Absolute jobby. I think that's the word, isn't it? His rack is absolute jobby. It is the only thing on this board that scores points. The W is the only letter that goes there. Okay, win down there. I don't like it down there. I mean, if you're going to open the 9 diamond, you might as well just open the S lane. Yeah, I mean, this one's just like, you might as well score the points if you're going to play it. And, yeah. So, Volocris has the Q. Okay, so EvilBudgie says it's an 11-point sacrifice, and yeah, I wouldn't sacrifice 11 points for this. Like, at least if you open out the top of the board, you know, I don't know where I was going with that. You open up another triple, maybe, you know, you've got a load of triples open, at that point. I mean, I guess you got triples open here, but, like, you don't want to open a 9-timer for this. So what do we do with that Q? I don't think we do anything with that Q. And one Ironaut. Hello, one Ironaut. Lucas Freeman, hello. And we don't even get to see Calamdan for this. That just sounds like two males' names thrown together. But no, we are very close to Calamdan. If only that S was like one tile over on the keyboard. And unfortunately it's not. Can we just like slide a tile to Volocris? Maybe she can play Calamdan. So we've got the suggestion of Marla's. I guess above Overgoes. The S not very useful on this board. You've only really got the Jibs hook. But I mean, I don't really like Marla's. I would rather do something like Lambda's for 36. I don't know why. I just almost prefer it because it keeps the top open. 35 for Marla's, 36 for Lambda's. I don't know. Maybe I just like Lambda's. I don't know why. You might have to explain to me the difference so I can comment on it. So we've had some quick plays here. Volocris quickly dumps the Q, and Hightower quickly plays his Z for some points. And I think this rack has some nice words on it. It's very misleading as a rack. Finally, I saw the word. Do you know how much talking lets you find words? So mislead does fit underneath Zol. 94 points. And yes, oh my god, and a 9 timer. And that gets challenged, and GG everyone. I didn't see semi-bald, probably because I'm also not semi-bald. I have a full head of hair. 2 9 timers. Oh my god, what was the other one? This shows you how little I can function, because I completely whiffed on everything. Like 94 points for the best non-9 timer, pretty much. Misplead as well. Wow. Oh, so you could put a P in mislead and play misplead. Of course you can. They both scored the exact same points. So wow, 3 9 timers open in the game as well. And I guess win in a way. Maybe Hightower was thinking, I need a 9 timer to beat Volucris, so he opened a third one and hoped for the best, and his hope was quickly extinguished by baldness. Or semi-baldness. I hope you can have semi-baldness. That sounds like such a funny word. You can't have semi-baldness. What is this dictionary? Okay. So, Hightower needs a miracle. He also needs to leave these 9 timers open. He needs to distract Volucris away from everything. And unfortunately, he can't maximize his X here. And that is just, like, the most frustrating thing ever. Like, if he could maximize his X, you know, he'd have, like, a more decent chance at catching up. And, yes, there is no decent chance to catch up now, unfortunately. So let's have a look at what semi-bald means. In case it means something else, and not just being partly bald. Oh no, it does mean partly bald. Oh, now I'm sad. Why can't you have semi-baldness? The act of being partly bald. Your semi-baldness frustrates me. This is just distracting from the fact that I don't want to think about this board at all. This is a situation you need to keep the 9 timers open. But there is nothing else to do on this board besides take the 9 timers. I mean, your rack's not nice. You're basically relying on, like, the best pickups ever. The most clutch pickups ever. And I don't think they exist. And I'm not getting any help from the watchers either. I'm so disappointed in you guys. You should be helping me think. And I think one of the big issues here is he doesn't have any of the 3 A's or O's left. Can you believe it? There's only 3 in the bag now. So that Zol hook is actually quite blocking now that there's so few A's and O's left. Oh, sorry, you could all see me yawn. I don't know why I'm putting the mic down, because you could see me yawn. Like, what am I going to do? Disappear out of shot for like 2 minutes while I yawn? I still can't think of anything. Maybe, like the best thing I think I've seen no, you have ruined my PG stream. How dare you? I can't even say that word. I can't even tell you what he just played. I was gonna play Exeunt. EXEUNT. It means exit in plays. I mean, just open up another 9 timer. I mean, why not, right? Yeah, so open up another 9 timer. It must be better than playing that. Please. Like, the thing is, opening up another 9 timer, you'd have another 3 9 timers open. You're playing 5 tiles, you'd have a chance of drawing the blank. That must have a better chance of winning than that. Philomel. Can you eat that? I think I'm just hungry. Oh no, I mean you could eat it. It's a songbird. A nightingale. The nightingale. A nightingale. I don't know. The American Heritage Dictionary says it's noun. A nightingale. The nightingale. Same as Philomela. The nightingale. The nightingale. That's pretty. Like it's just repeating itself like 5 times. I don't know what to say about that. I think Hightower has something on his mind. And thank goodness I don't have my main console window open. I love reading questions. And Hightower has just apologised for the language. He's not always like that. Well, you know, I've seen Tushies, and now these two. So maybe this whole tournament is full of people and their vulgarities tonight. And unfortunately, we're just playing out the game to the conclusion now. I don't want to leave the end of the game because I'm sure somebody wants to watch it. We will find another game to watch. Hopefully everything hasn't already completed. Oh, we have no more unbeaten players. Duck Down has finally dethroned fellow helper Andrew 001, who has now been chucked down into 3rd place. He's been overtaken by Cake. Oh, I wish I could get overtaken by Cake. That sounds wonderful. Okay, there's only... Oh, this was the last game still playing. Everyone's playing so quick. So, unfortunately, we say goodbye to Edamame. He lost his last 2 games. Both to whoever it was we had in the previous round. I've completely forgotten. And to Cake. He lost to Cake. And we also lose Hightower 9. And we are down to 4. So we will have 2 more games. We'll have the next round, the semi-final, where 2 will be eliminated. And then we will have the final. So who do we want to watch? Do we want to watch the duck or the cake? The duck and the cake, or the ISC helper and the American? I don't know what else to say. I want to watch ducks and cake. Okay. I'm gonna watch ducks and cake. Come on, somebody do something. Stop making me hit my button. Somebody do something. No, somebody play the game. Okay. Start playing. I have to put you on notify. Okay, now that I've got someone on notify, I can be notified. Come on, somebody do something. I don't want to watch the other game right now. Okay, before I get notified, let's jump over here. Woo! So these 2 are eliminated. Bye-bye. Oh, yay, finally. Let's go back to cake. Cake. Oh, look at that. Just exited immediately. I see cake exiting. Exiting. So I'm obviously a Verti, !Verti if you haven't done so already, because I have that command set up for everything verty that I love to do. Exited looks like the only play that maximizes the X here. Yeah, and it does. It just gets played in the horizontal position because these people love their horizontalness. I don't know what to play here. I like the M and the P go well together. The L goes well together with the M and the P, and then there's two T's, and I'm just like, I'm looking at the double-double, and I'm not really thinking much about the double-double. I kind of have a headache right now. So I'm basically like, all I'm thinking about is cake and double-doubles. The E is handy, yeah. I mean, I can't think what for, but it just feels like it's handy. Palette. Oh look, more E's. That's 7 E's I can see on my screen. That's too many E's. That's over half the E's in 3 turns. And palette is really, really defensive. Like, I mean, oh my god. Oh, template and Parmet. I'm sure I was close to thinking about some of that, and my headache just prevented me from seeing any of them. Am I allowed to blame my headache? So I'm thinking D will get played. The board is going to look very blocked. That's not my fault, please. I'm not rubbing off on these people. It's just probably the best kind of score you'll get on this board. The best kind of leave you could hope for on this board. And we know everyone knows the word template, right? Someone probably needs to put together a template for how to see words like template. That would be fun. A parmet is a type of ornament. Oh my god, even the web definition has better. Yeah, D is the standout play just because of how much it scores in comparison to everything else, what it gets rid of, what the leave looks like, and it's better than changing. Bam pot. Oh. Is that something Bam Bam uses in the Flintstones? I need to look that up. I looked up parmet. Parmet, in certain gastropods, an appendage of the head. And that is also a type of ornament, so who likes putting gastropod heads in their house? Oh my god, that's so crazy. A bampot is a fool, an idiot, an objectionable and foolish person. Please tell me that doesn't include people who miss template. Map, yes. Much better than bampots. Now, if only that D was still open, a wearied would, you know, go down. But it's not. It got blocked ages ago. And the board is still very, very blocked. And the board is basically so tight now. Map, you need an O or a U to play off of that. So, almost the only option for Oh Look Cake here is to, like, no. Play something like or. AWE. Like, I don't know, this board's horrible. I mean, it really is horrible. It's so bad. Can't even get to the triple off the P, so this is a very hard decision for Oh Look Cake. I don't know what to do. This is a very tough board. And it's not that the board is blocked. It's just that he doesn't have the right letters for the board. Like, if you had a bonus here off the D, the move choice would be easy. But sometimes even with the best letters, it can be hard to know what to play. Okay, so Yeah, I do like a wee or better just to open out the right hand side of the board. Raya kind of does nothing because you're keeping the W as well with Raya, and like you don't really want to keep the W, I guess, either. But it's like whatever you did here was gonna give something away or not score enough. So I guess now duck down just does bottle. I'm just gonna say that. I see a duck. Wio. WHIO. It's a duck. I love ducks. If only this was Duck Down's rack and he played a duck, then it would be Duckception. And that would be like the best thing since ducks. Wee. That's what I see. Wee. Yeah, bottle plays in the 5th row. Oh yeah, above map. Yeah. I don't like that it leaves the E next to D12 though. I do almost prefer it here. But yeah, personal preference. We all play the way we want. Wheelie. That basically just gets rid of a lot of tiles. Doesn't score many points. I'm not sure the option was there for many points. Because if you did something like Wio, you ended up keeping like 3s, and you don't want to do that. 3s or 3s. That sounds like that sea kelp that I was talking about earlier. Okay, so root was the best play. You get rid of the W, 5 tiles, turnover, bloody, bloody, bloody. Very nice. So now, oh look, Cake's rack. It's got some nice scoring tiles on it, and that's really all it's good for. Hokily. Is that something Ned Flanders says on The Simpsons? Hokily dokily do. You do the hokey pokey and you hokily do. And it turns out an extra 5 points for you for knowing hokily dokily pokily wokily. Now this rack looks promising. And hokily is a very good spot on this board. To be able to extend all the way to the triple for 63 points as well. It's a very good find. So money. Opening out the board here. Opening out the top half of the board. And unfortunately, oh look, Cake has got 2 S's and a blank. I think he had the blank last time, but he's been rewarded with some S's now. So let's see what he does with them. I'm pretty sure there's stuff around the eye of Hokily. Probably. Getting updates from the other game. Andrew is up by 150. I want what he had for dinner, please. So it looks like unless Volucris can find a way to come back versus Andrew, that he will be in the final. Sandlots. Sandlot being the anagram of Daltons, which if you watched one of the UK national final championship thingies recently, when we used to have head-to-heads, that was one of the words that was played in it, I think. But that might not have been the best option on this board. I'm sure there was others. I just wasn't really thinking. I was just talking. But Duck Down has the other blank and will now look for the opportunity to catch up. Maybe he will play the word that reminds me of wee wee. Urinator. Why is it that everything today is vulgar or to do with piss? Like, I need to set this as like a non-PG stream because it's all about weird stuff. Hopefully, if there is a next time, there will be less weird stuff going on. But this is Scrabble. Weird stuff is good. So what else are we looking for? Are there any other made-up chemical elements we can put onto that M? I don't know why I look at IUM ending words. Oh, moraine. Moraine, I know that word. But can you be wheelier? Yes, you can. My wheels are wheelier than your wheels. That's really good. There turns out there was some kind of Eum word, renarium. It's a frog nursery. Oh my god, that is so cute. Ah, a renarium where little baby frogs are bred. Oh, baby froggies. Also known as tadpoles. But baby froggies. Moraine is a disease of cattle. So thank goodness our renarium isn't full of moraine. I just wanted to talk about cute frogs. Okay, please forgive me. Okay, so I've missed Fovea and Cade, and I don't really care because I spent so long talking about frogs. At least it's memorable. Okay, so the scores are almost level. Duck Down is Duck Down by 21 points. Now he's down by 55. Okay, what to do with the J now? Put it somewhere. Put it somewhere useful. That's usually what I want to do with most of my letters. Put them somewhere good. And the board's suddenly gotten like very, very awkward. I mean the J does play. Here for like 32 points, but look at the bag. So what, 7 vowels in there out of 19? I don't want to do that. But then this might actually be the best opportunity to come back and get to the final. Apparently Andrew Goodwin is up by 250 points. Yes, what did he eat for lunch? It's really hard to know what to do here. Yeah, it is being discussed in whisper. The players can't see it. I can see it on my screen. EvilBudgie is suggesting something like Cron through the O of money, hoping for the S pickup to maybe get something that plays onto Moraines down here in the bottom right. So something like Jay-Z, not the artist, Jasy, Jay-Z would go there. Jess goes there, I go there, I fit there. Of course I do. I think that might actually be it for J players that go down there. Oh, Josh, of course, Josh. How could I forget Josh? Very easily, it turns out, very easily. Cron there, yeah. Not much to really think about. Well, too much to think about. Not enough to actually play. So, whose turn is it? Cake's turn. Cake's turn. And Cake will be aware that both the J and the Z and some S's are out. He'll want to take out Moraine eventually. But right now, let's not get so engrossed with it that we miss some other plays. I keep looking at that M, hoping that something will jump out at me. I want to make up words, and I can't. You can have ungum. I like the word ungum. Yeah, DUH will block the spot. And I guess the advantage is you leave less than 7 in the bag, so there's no change opportunities. There's no back-to-back bonus opportunities. You probably do want to block it anyway, just in case your opponent has something like Jay-Z, or I think Jess is the only other play that's possible. Yeah, or UFO from A13. So let's put these on the board, because I keep forgetting I can do this. Duh for 23, or UFO for 25. And I'm sorry about my racks, but I like them in whatever order they come in. Whee! Oh look, I saw the word fungo. Wonderful baseball term, fungo. That just plays off tiles. But you don't just want to play off tiles in this scenario, you want to actually achieve something with your turn, because it is the end of the game. So even though fungo plays off tiles, you'd more than likely do something like UFO, which takes out floaters. So you want to be more productive with your plays. You want to make the most of them. So you don't just want to play a word because it scores points and gets rid of tiles. You want to play a word that stops your opponent doing something, because this is the point of the game where you don't want your opponent to do something. You just want them to kind of fall over and not do anything. Kind of like what will happen next weekend at the 24-hour tournament that we have in the UK. Everyone will just fall over and maybe eventually do nothing. Except sleep. We will all need sleep. So, has the same, I'm just saying now. It has the same objective as UFO, but you might as well score the points for UFO, and you also might as well play it for Duh. So that is a pretty, oh, and it sets the Z up. Oh my god, yes it does. Why would you do that? Oh my god, the game is now turned on its head, and I'm going to turn on my head, and that was just, oh my, what happened? What happened? Somebody did something. Oh my god. And now Duck Down has the play that they needed to catch up, and this is why you really need to think about what you're playing and what's left. ISC is tracking for you. He's clearly not listening to me. But something went absolutely terribly wrong. So there are 3 tiles in the bag. Jess is still possible off of Moraine. Your opponent is going to have maximum 2 vowels. You've got 3. So you need to make sure you keep some vowels back. And you need to try and claw back those 17 points you're behind. Sorry. So what should we do? Yeah, there's still 2 S's on scene. The board isn't S friendly, but you are worried about Moraine. Because you don't have that hook, your opponent's going to have that hook. So you kind of want to do something about it. Let's play Bufo. Bufo. I don't think. I think Fungo is still better than Bufo. FOU under Hokley for pure equity. Yeah, maybe. I don't know what that means. But now I'm looking at Duck Down's rack. Thing is, Cake's pickup is a bit. It's not the best. He needs 2 moves to play out. So, Duck Down needs to work out how to play out in 2 moves. Yeah, there's probably enough disgusting tiles left to not really make the difference with Moraine's. Yeah, because nothing really goes there. So it's a bit like nothing matters. But Duck Down needs to work out what to do with the J. And you can't have Smet. So we're going to have to work out what to do here. I mean, the J does play. I mean, thank goodness for that, right? So you've got, obviously, Jet here. You've got Just here. And feel like Just is the play, but I don't know what you do next. And you really need to think about what you're doing next, and especially what your opponent's doing next. So, like, after Just, what happens? Like, nobody's got a T. There's no real scoring spots on the board. Yeah, Bufo was bad because you'll never go out first with 6 on a rack. Yeah, definitely. Especially considering what was left, how few vowels were left. You were never going to play out with 6 on this board. And that's why Fungo probably was slightly better, because at least you've got 5 tiles, so you could play 3 and 2. And on this board, playing 3 and 3 with 1 vowel is so much harder. But I do see, I think, so because we know everyone else's racks at this point, Duckdown will see that Cake is like Cage here, and then NYS up at F1 or J1. So, I mean, that is Cake's 2-move play out. So, I think Cake will win this if they see Cage. And providing they see outs with NYS, because I'm not seeing anything else really that Duck can do to score with their second go around. Oh, didn't type that in. Because the thing is, Duck would never do something like Jug 8, because that just gives back too many points. Please tell me I'm still on camera. Yeah. There we go. Just lying down. So yeah, this is a really tough endgame. Thank goodness we didn't watch the other game, right? Too much of a blowout. Use any good here? What are you gonna do with the J? You got to work out what to do with that J. 13-8? No. I mean, 31 points, but you've still got to put the J somewhere on this board. And, you know, here or here. Like, so let's see. 31 plus 18 is 49. You're putting it at 6, 7, 11, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Plus, I need to write this down. So 31 plus 18 is 49. Plus, did I say this was 21? 6, 10, 14, 15, 16. That was 19 plus 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 21. And yeah, I guess 49 would outplay the 21. So what? Duck would go up to 3, 7, 8 with after this move. So you go up to 3, 7, 8, leaving GLER. So let's say 3, 6, 8. And then plus 21 for plus 21. Oh wait, 19 plus, did I say 19 plus 21? 21. Oh, that's 40. Yeah, I don't think Duck would win doing that. Because if Cage is played and then Jet and then NYS, then I think Cake wins by 7. This is where I need a bit of paper, and I don't have a bit of paper. All I have is a couple of devices. But yeah, I think U's will still lose. But the thing is, Gold still lose anyway, because if Cake finds Cage and then NYS, I think that's the win. And now that I consider this is the Cage at M7 for 19, and then NYS will play here for 21 or just here for 21 instead. And obviously it can't be blocked by Duck, because duck doesn't have the S anymore to block it. So yeah, I think Cage will win from here. Because you got the 40 points for Cage, and then you know what? Just the J gets played, unless there's an out that we're missing from Duck. Is there an out we're missing from Duck? Is there an out I'm missing from Duck? I don't think I see an out for Duck. Yeah, Cage. As long as you see Cage, I think that's it. I don't think there's a win now for Duck, because NYS just gets too many points. I think that's it. Oh, what an exciting game. I love it. It's so good. I love these kind of endgames where you have to think. Yeah, use would have been an interesting play because, well, only if Cake doesn't see Cage, then it becomes a problem. Yeah, it was hard to see anything else better for Duck. It's like you either get rid of the J first or you get rid of the J second, and you know you're only gonna get 2 moves because Cake will play Cage regardless of what you do, because you can't take that spot for Cage. I mean, you don't have the letters to block it really. You know, only by playing something stupid could you block it, and you wouldn't be like. So you'd have to play like something like Rue, R-U-E, and Fauvier, and it's like, yes, unchallenged words win. But yeah, only by doing something stupid, I think. Like I don't know whether there would be a win or not. I'm sure someone can tell me. I don't think Examiner can calculate wins. Yeah, NYS. He found NYS. I'm amazed he didn't play that sooner, to be fair, because I saw that ages ago. And all Duck has to do is, well, he should really challenge. But yes. So Cake is in the final. I am saddened for Duck, as I always am saddened for Ducks. Let's refresh this because I stop it. No, there we go. Let's fix it because it's broken. There we go. So once poor Duck. I'm so sad for you, Duck. Once he gets eliminated from this bracket, it will be a 1-on-1 head-to-head between Andrew 001 and Oluk Cake. Andy Goodwin versus Ishan Malhotra. I'm sorry if I butcher your name. So I need to take Duck Down off of my notify. I don't want to be notified every time Duck Down plays something. And we will just wait for the final game of this championship, the deciding game. Ooh, isn't it hyped? Isn't it hyped? I'm so excited. If I was watching Twitch, if I was watching Twitch chat, I would make you guys tell me who you think is going to win. Andrew or Cake? Just if you guys are watching on ISC, send me a tell. Tell me who's going to win. Cake or Andrew? Andrew or Cake? I can't do polls. I am not a robot, unfortunately. On ISC, I'm not allowed to poll. Maybe I should poll channel 20. Duck or cake? No, that's wrong. I'm thinking too much about ducks. I miss duck. Oh. Right, please tell me something is happening and I'm not missing a game. Thank goodness I'm not missing a game. That would be very awkward. Somebody do something. Please. Is Andrew busy helping something? The bane of being a helper's life. You're in the middle of the game and someone wants to ask you how to open the seat graph. It doesn't work like that. Where is this game? Please, where is this game? Oh, I'm so sad. Somebody do something. I could do a jigsaw if that helps everyone speed up. Unfortunately, I don't have an external camera to show you how far I've gotten with the jigsaw. But maybe I could show you the piece that looks like a snail. I literally don't know what else to say. Are we doing some kind of like announcement thingies for something? Please let them play. Make something happen. Oh my god, they've broken. Oh look, as soon as I literally mention why aren't they playing, they are playing. And it's, oh look, Cake's to start. Cake has the advantage. As in everything in life, Cake is advantageous. And unfortunately, Cake has a terrible rack. It's so close to a bonus. Literally, if one of those used was an A, we would have a bonus, but we don't. Oh look, I saw that in Paul Gallen's Times thing. Was it column earlier? It's a Scottish word for war. Don't these Scottish words love their words for everything? So many Scottish words this tournament. So Andrew has drawn the first blank. He's also drawn some bonuses. Oh. And as EvilBudgie suggests, it is cake versus jam. Now, I know which one I would eat first. So, Andrew's bonuses include Nervia and Vereen. That's it. That's all I've got. I'm sure there's something around the U as well on maybe you can... Avering? Okay. But, Cake has got almost moraines again. Trying to think of something. I'm sure there are bonuses here. I just don't have anything to help me find them. Oh, and my mum played her Scrabble moves against me 3 hours ago. Or 2.5 hours ago. I guess I better get to them. But, aneurysm. Okay. Not the best thing to have. I guess. In Scrabble, having an aneurysm is fine. In life, generally, no, you do not want aneurysms. We think Cake was looking through his game to work out what he missed. If he did miss anything. No, Cake, you should just watch my stream afterwards. Watch my archive. And look at Cake. And listen to me go on about Cake for an hour. So Andrew is now looking at a rack with a little bit of clunk. C and V don't go that well together. He's just played vet for 14, leaving 5 very nice tiles. They will go well on the board. I'm not surprised he did something like vet. It keeps the floaters open. It keeps the S-hooks open. Maybe he'll draw something nice. Who knows? Now, can you outclap someone? You can't. I'm sad. I want to clap harder and better. Yeah. And as EvilBudgie says, it's a strong leave, and he likes vacate too through the A of aneurysm. Yeah. I always find it tough to judge the balance between whether you go for points or whether you fish. Now, I often go for the points because I'm usually really bad when it comes to fishing. I can't draw nice tiles when I fish. So I will go for points because for me, if I go for points, at least I don't have to worry if the fish doesn't work. And apparently Tapaculo doesn't quite fit. Now I'm going to look up what a Tapaculo is, and I hope it's not one of those Tapu Pokemon that Pokemon released in like 7th gen. Because it sounds like it should be a Pokemon. A small South African bird, also a Tapacolo, with an O instead of a U. Now, oh look, Cake is wearing some Kagals, and now Andrew's like going for Octane action. High Octane action. And I'm expecting Peridots to go down here very, 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 very quickly. Come on. Or Dipterus. Come on. It's my surname with an A over there. Well, you all know Rapidus, Traipsed, Tarsiped, Dipterus, whatever else it makes. Drapiest. That was a new one, I think, some time ago. I think Spirated. Please remind me if Spirated is a word. I think I've forgotten all my Protese words. Spirated is a word as well. Takes an A in front. I do like Spirated though. It does get the P on the square that you want to get it on. 78 points. So I guess I don't expect Peridots to go down quicker. Dipterus 76 points. Of course, Spirated scores more. It's harder to play something parallel down the side of Spirated. Well, harder anyway. Now, Andrew, you can carry on the less PG theme here and throw your thong on the board. That would be... I would have to cover my eyes if Andrew threw his thong on the board. I don't even want to think about what happens if that would happen. And I guess twang is alright. Probably the leave is slightly better because I think you'd rather leave an H over a W. So, twang, 39 points. The owl scores well, yes. Yes, I love hurting myself with the owl. Theow. I believe that sounds like a new one as well. The owl is a slave, a Middle English variant of a zoo. Word slaves with thongs, maybe. I don't know. FedEx. Yes, it is not capitalized because you can FedEx your parcels. I didn't make up these definitions or words or anything. Yeah. And Andrew, as the EvilBudgie now comments, is spoilt for choice. So many points options. So much points. That's what I love about having high scoring consonants. You've just... when the board is right, the board is right. And now Cake has jaunty. And he's played jauntier for 67. And this looks like it's going to be one of those games, right? And unfortunately, it doesn't look like onshore goes down. Somebody enlighten me. I think the board's just got too many bonuses on it, and this is one bonus too many. So what we say here, would you do Region through the J, or Hero next to FedEx? So Region scores 36, and Hero scores 39. Now, if it was up to me, I think I would play Hero for 39, because the J isn't a threat for scoring in that position. I mean, if there's a bonus, I would do that every time, probably. But I do like Hero because it scores slightly more points. You are leaving all 1-pointers. You've still got the S. And you know the J is still open if you get something nice, but your opponent is more likely to be able to play at this spot where Hero is than at the J spot. And obviously with 3 O's unseen from your point of view. Okay, EvilBudgie would just play OH. I guess because the potential for bonusing is still really high after OH. The 5 letters, you're more likely to draw bonus friendly tiles after this. But you know, where are you gonna bonus? You're relying on 8s at this point through either the K of Kopf. Oh, you could just do that. Why not do that, right? We all saw that, didn't we? Yes. Unfortunately, that sets up a Z spot. So Cake is just gonna play Bez, and Andrew's gonna regret being so smart. Bez or Yes? Bez over Yes, because the Y is just gonna be so much more flexible on this board. Oh god. Andrew's gonna regret this. And just gonna be so upset. Yeah, it's very, very unfortunate to get away with the Z. Yeah, there we go. 70 points. Oh my gosh. So Andrew just like, woohoo, I just played like the best word ever on stream, and now I got like put in my place by a Z. Okay, so I expect Caddy off of the Eye of Jauntier. Get rid of the Q. There's no U's left. You don't want to change. You need to catch up. And I don't think there's much else on offer. Not with the Q anyway. No H for Kopf. QIN. No, I prefer Caddy over QIN. QIN off Twang. I don't want to type. I'm too tired to type. But Andrew might be taking like some of those composure seconds right now. You know, don't do anything stupid moments. Eggily. Yes, So the scores are virtually level now. Cake is ahead by 3 points. And I mean the rack's nice enough. You can't have Eggily, unfortunately. There's no real hotspots on the board. Bez is very defensive. You want to put O's or A's in front of Bez. You wanna that nothing goes after EH except the S. So you're looking at the bottom right of the board, and there's not much to do on the bottom right of the board. And Yeah, this is a hard choice, I think. Because I haven't come to a decision what I want to do yet. Goey. Yeah, that's a good move. You do leave the easier floaters to play off of on the right hand side of the board, but it scores points. I'm not going to argue with points. I think Andrew has an obvious move here. Bloop, 43 points. Maybe he won't make a bloop. Maybe he will. But 43 points for Bloop. That takes him into the lead. He's getting turnover, so he's got a chance of drawing the blank as well. There are lots of nice tiles left in the bag. His rack leave is great. I think Bloop does everything he wants Bloop to do. And he sees Bloop. And Cake has glitter on his rack. And what is a cake without its glitter? Am I right? I know. The game is over already and I feel so sad. Yeah. Glitter just like emptied the bag. There's nothing left in the bag. Andrew can't even try anything anymore. It's like, no! Oh. Nothing scores enough points. We can't even fit anything anywhere. Oh, the sadness. It was going so well, and then Cake had to like bring out the glitter and then suddenly look pretty. Yeah, it's a shame FYE isn't good. Like, imagine if Family played here. Like, Andrew could win if Family got played, but I think that probably wouldn't work because Cake would probably play something like Dojo up here, and that would basically end the game right there. Because 33 points from Dojo would be unassailable. But we could hope for a more interesting endgame. I'm so sad now. Damn it, Cake. You ruined our fun with your bonus of glitter. Or glitter. I should remember there's an A in front of it, but I prefer cake and glitter than cake and glitter. Well, the cake was a glitter with glitter, as it sparkled at its championship success. Put that on your online dictionary, Oxford. Okay, I'm gonna look up Zarf now. Not the word Zarf. Like, come on, tablet. You can do something. And Andrew's probably going to use up his time here. He's probably gonna see if he can find like some last minute hope. Yeah, the only 6-letter word on his rack is family. Then in other words, Alia, Filmy, Flamey, Lamia, Mafia. He would need like 2 back-to-back 40-point moves here, so Frey is one of them, like, if only there was another one somewhere. There is no other one, is there? Just can't play around that J, can he? I'm sure he's going to use all his time here. It's the right thing to do. Definitely make sure you're not missing anything. Keep looking. yeah. Andrew's gonna keep looking. Keep looking until we all pass out from boredom. And I mean, poor guy. He was dominating this tournament, wasn't he? He was in the lead for so much of it, and then he lost a game, and then he lost this game, and there's not even an 8 here. He does play Frey. It's the best scoring move. Yeah, I hope for a phony maybe from Cake. Some kind of random typo. But I just expect him to play Dojo here and just kind of be like, well, I'm just going to go for points and not try and do anything stupid. Because even if the lead is terrible, like... So? Yeah, Dojo. Just don't think about it, really. Get those 500 points that you want. Show off. Win the tournament in style. And Andrew might play out with Lima here, not the ring-tailed version, the Peruvian version. I think this is Lima. Unfortunately, it doesn't score the 49 points he needs to tie the game. But hopefully he'll play out soon because we can't watch this endgame go on forever, right? Right? Maybe he's trying to work out if he can win it if he goes out slowly. Oh, he's going out slowly. Stop drawing it out, Andrew. So Cake will do what? FIE for 14. Yeah, go on, Cake, do something. Okay, Andrew, what are you going to do now? 16 points? 20 points? I see a 20. You seeing the 50 you need, Andrew? You actually need 51. Please stop taking forever. Caddy Mox, yes. Andrew is suggesting that he plays the word Caddy Mox to win the game. And yes, unfortunately, Caddy Mox doesn't win. And oh look, Cake wins the tournament with a score of 514 to 483. He lost a game in the third round, and he was able to win all his 4 games after that, and eventually dethrone our tournament leader of a long time, Andy Goodwin, to win the coveted monies and the pride that comes with being the ISC Double Elimination Tourney champion on this Saturday, or Sunday as it probably is in India. So once again, congrats to Oluk Cake, Ishan Malhotra. Commiserations to Andy Goodwin for coming second. Thank you everyone for such a fun tournament. It was so nice to see so many people having some fun. Maybe there will be a next time, who knows. But thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you guys whenever the next time is. Maybe I'll see you next week, live streaming some 24-hour madness. Bye guys.